All right, y'all, this is Big Rich. We're going to get into it today. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about this hate and this discrediting things that they have for these black fighters. I don't get when some boxing pages, they want to hate, they want to select when it's cool for their fighter to duck fighters, you know what I'm saying, be busted for steroids, drugs, and it's crazy. Canelo, busted, drugs. And I don't hate on Canelo, but when Canelo do the right thing, so I give him credit. But when he's fighting bums in Europe, you know what I mean? And then the first 30 fights that he had in Mexico, 30 bums, I mean, you can't sit there and say he's great. He done got better. He done got a lot better since Floyd, beat the shit out of him. You know what I mean? But you can't say that he's great if he has fighters right now in his weight class and around his weight class that he won't fight. You know what I mean? And it's crazy. And I'm not even saying that those fighters that's around his weight class, like Boo Boo or Charlo or Benavidez, will even beat him. But to not fight just because you say, oh, Canelo, you're not on my level, come on, get the fuck out of here, man. This is boxing. Dude, you either fight or shut up or give the belts back. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, you know what I mean? At this point, you know what I mean? It's like you want to sit up there and want credit for some shit that you haven't earned. You can't earn that until you fight the person. You can't fight the person on social media and say, oh, well, social media said I don't have to fight him. Man, that's not a true champion. True champion fight anybody, anytime. It don't make a difference. Win or whatever, you fight. You know what I mean? And in terms of Wilder did everything right. This was so sad about this case. He is literally what we want in heavyweights. We don't want no boxer. We don't want nobody running around like Sugar Ray Leonard. You know what I'm saying? Boxing and shit. Heavyweights, we want knockouts. Wilder's the king of that. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck you gonna sit up there and say Wilder don't have no good record when he knocked out everybody he fought? Okay? Even Tyson Fury in the 12th round when the ref put his thumb on that fight. The ref came out in the minute he put his thumb on that fight. Should have been a knockout. You know what I mean? Y'all is whack. And then to sit up there and say, oh, well, Tyson Fury won it. He didn't win the first 6 rounds. He didn't win all those rounds. He won a majority. I'll give him 4. And he lost 2. Okay, watch the fight over again if you don't believe me. Okay, and you can't honestly say 2 of those rounds Tyson Fury did not win. You can't get credit because you run around the ring, you know what I'm saying, in boxing, and you ain't really doing no damage. You ain't doing nothing. Wilder had the harder punches in those rounds that he lost, clearly lost. That's why it was a draw. Y'all don't know shit about boxing. Wilder gets credit for 4 rounds because of the knockdowns. Okay, that's a fact. Y'all got to get that. You have to get that understanding, man. And it's crazy that y'all don't want to understand because y'all want to try to take credit away from a fighter who actually earned it. You know what I mean? It'd be a difference if he never earned this shit, but he earned everything that he got. He never took drugs. He did everything what the WB said. Everything they asked, he did. He came, he fought. You know what I mean? And y'all get mad at him because he loves people? Is that why you hate Wilder? He's outspoken? You know what I mean? He don't take no shit. He's willing to come and fight. Okay, yeah. I mean, the bottom line is everything Tyson Fury is questionable. You have to question what he does because he actually got busted in the ring with the gloves for cheating with the gloves. Tyson Fury got busted, okay, before in a fight. So you have to question that. You know what I mean? You have to question his steroid use. He couldn't fight in the UK because he got busted with steroids. Okay, he got stripped of all his belts. That's a fact. Tyson Fury has never defended anything. You know what I mean? He hasn't defended that one time. And then you want to give credit to Joshua. Who Joshua fought? Dillian White is a bum. He just got knocked out by a 40-year-old dude. Joshua's a bum. He got knocked out by any time he fought somebody that was a real fighter, he lost. That's a fact. You can't say Klitschko was a real fighter because he was damn near 40 years old at the end of his career. Okay, and he still got knocked down in that fight. Okay, so let me tell you something. You take those 7 fighters that Joshua fought in the UK, bring them over here to the United States and see if Joshua won't or Wilder won't run through all those fighters real quick. Dillian White get knocked the fuck out by Wilder. You know it, I know it. Used to get knocked the fuck out. He's a good boxer, good skill boxer. I take nothing from Houston. You know what I mean? I love his style. He come to fight. He's not bushing. You know what I'm saying? He can fight. I give him that credit, and that's credit he deserves. He's an awesome fighter. You know what I mean? Tyson Fury, even though I don't like his cheating shit that he do and all the shit, and he been backing out trying to get the lawyers so he won't have to fight, doing all this other weird shit. I don't like that about him. But he's a good fighter. He's an awesome fighter. You know what I'm saying? He boxes. He's like a 7-foot Muhammad Ali that can box. You know what I mean? That's a fact. Canelo, take nothing away from him. You know what I mean? He has improved 100% since he fought Floyd Mayweather. I take nothing from him. Good fighter. Awesome fighter. There's courage? I don't know. You know what I mean? He don't fight everybody. You know what I mean? He wants to talk shit about Ward. Really? You could have fought Ward. You didn't want to fight Ward at that time. You know what I mean? That's a fact. You were scared to fight. And that's what I don't understand about these new fighters. How the hell you claim you're the best when you won't fight the best? You are people that are real good fighters. You decide who the fuck is gonna fight Otto Wallen. Who fights that motherfucker? He's ranked number 50 in the nation. Really? That's who you fight? And that's my point. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep giving these fighters credit. You gotta call them all out. You know what I mean? Until they start doing the right thing like I did. You know what I mean? When Canelo started doing the right thing, I started giving him credit. You know what I mean? Because I actually was a Canelo fan. I like how he improved. Now, he took this weird path where now he refuses to take a steroid test. You know what I mean? Just recently, last week, I don't know what's up with that. You know what I mean? You should never be scared to take a steroid test. Always. If you have nothing to hide, why the fuck not? That's my point. You know what I mean? So, as far as, you know what I'm saying, y'all not giving these boxers credit, I just wanted you to understand this. If you had the WBC and you was a heavyweight fighter and you defended that belt 10 motherfucking times, you are the shit. And your knockout ratio is like 93%, the highest in the world ever, you're the shit. I don't give a fuck what you say. Oh, he's not a boxer. He got a bronze medal. Fuck you gonna say he ain't a boxer. You know how hard it is to get the bronze medal? Do you even know? See, y'all don't know shit about boxing. These are all people who have never boxed before. Because if you boxed before, you know it's hard as shit to get the bronze medal in this world that we live in. You know what I mean? You would understand that. Okay, Wilder got it. So then you want to say, oh, he's this, he's that. Why? Why is all this hate? You know what I mean? When you should be hating Tyson for all the bullshit he's been doing. You know, for the last year and a half, 2 years, bullshitting, you know what I'm saying, won't fight, going to get lawyers, doing all this weird ass shit. You know what I mean? That's what you should be hating on. You know what I mean? Tyson Fury not even an American fighter. So why are you on his job? You should be behind Wilder. But that tells you how much hate you have for black fighters. Floyd Mayweather never, ever got the real love that he should have got. Okay? You know what I'm saying? The whole world literally paid over $100 to see him lose. And they just paid again to see him lose against a YouTuber. 100 M's. He's making 100 M's, 200 M paydays, 300 M paydays because the whole world wants to see him lose. That is some hate for your ass. You know what I mean? And as far as y'all not acknowledging that, y'all full of shit. And you know you full of shit. Because what's real is real and what's fake is fake. And that's all I got to say. Big Rich, subscribe to the channel. Hate, love, hit the subscribe button. Everything I said is facts. You can look it up and let's debate. That's all I can say. But I'm tired of the hate. You know what I'm saying? Especially hating on my man Wilder when he knocked out everybody that he fought. And he took the liberty to do what the whole world said, which was to get a good trainer and, you know, learn a little bit more about boxing. Nothing wrong with that. He did that. He put in the work. You know what I'm saying? And y'all still criticizing him, trying to hate on him. You know what I'm saying? When he knocked out everybody he fought. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. It's Big Rich. I'm out.